The United Kingdom has been a long-standing partner in India's educational journey, especially in the field of teachers training, international collaboration and English language learning. I'm joined by Director British Council, Alison Barrett. Warm welcome, ma'am, to Sunset TV.
Great to be here.
So, in this time when we are celebrating NEP 2025 years, how do you elaborate India's this new education policy and these all 5 years success?
Thank you very much. So the National Education Policy is truly groundbreaking. It's for the very first time placed internationalization at the heart of its strategy to help reach Viksit Bharat. It's an inclusive, innovative and very forward-looking policy that has really helped enable much stronger and deeper UK-India collaborations in education. So huge congratulations to India today on the 5 years anniversary.
Do you think teachers training and is very important and crucial for any successful education system, because teachers are the backbone, the pillars?
Yes, absolutely. So teachers are really the ones which make the difference in the classroom. They go into their classroom, they close the door and they focus on their students. So it's really important that as educators and as policymakers that we find a way to ensure that the ecosystem around teachers is strong, stable, provides the opportunity for continuous learning, for continual support, so that they can keep improving their pedagogy and their practice and ensure the best outcomes for their students.
Is there any collaboration between India's and UK education system? And if we talk about the past, if we talk about for future, so what is going on in this collaboration for education sector?
The British Council has been working in India for over 75 years, and many of those years working very closely with education systems at all levels. For example, over the last few years we've been working very closely with CBSE, the Central Board of Secondary Education, to build collaborations between the UK and India to share knowledge about how best to embed sustainability or language pedagogy into the classroom. And that's been a really exciting collaboration. Every year we've held an annual schools conference where we've been able to bring together teachers from across the country to really share their best practice. Our work is really rooted in the classroom. We really want to focus on the practitioner and supporting teachers and helping the implementation of the NEP, which is such a strong policy.
How British Council is contributing and shaping India's education system, especially when we talk about the language learning?
Yes, so language learning is a priority for the British Council globally. In India, we work very closely with partners to ensure that choices around when to introduce English, how to introduce English, are made with a very clear evidence base in mind, bearing in mind the context of the students and the context of the children, but also aligned with the NEP priority to ensure that Indian languages are used and learnt very well in the classroom. So we take a very context-based approach, really supporting the role of English within a multilingual classroom.
For next 5 year NEP 2020, what is your expectation from India and how do you take this policy? Because this is making India a future-ready nation and making India as a global hub of education.
That's right, yeah. So over the last 6 months, the UK and India has been collaborating very deeply in the area of higher education. We now have 7 UK universities who have received a license or approval to set up a campus here in India, 5 under the UGC regulations and 2 in GIFT City. And we're supporting a number of other universities who are really interested in bringing their world-class UK education here to students at home in India. That makes a UK education more affordable, more accessible. It provides an opportunity for greater cross-cultural learning for students and for faculty. And also I hope that more young British students will perhaps come and study here in India as well in the future, which will be really exciting. So last week our 2 Prime Ministers signed a new vision, the India-UK Vision 2035. And in that vision we commit to really collaborating even more closely over the next 5 years, particularly in the area of transnational education. This is really the future of education, and I think India and the UK are leading the way.
Thank you so much talking to with us.